Hey everyone, it's me, Tiffany, and this will be my third time filming this video. The first time I did it, I was just not happy with the way it turned out, and in case you weren't aware, I film on my phone and I don't have any editing software. It's just me and my phone, since I'm doing this just for fun. The second time I filmed it, I somehow managed to delete what I had filmed before I uploaded it. Yay me. Okay, so without further ado, this is another old sketchbook from September 20th of 2007 to August 1st of 2013. As you can see from here, I did a lot of sketchy lines instead of solid drawn lines, and I did a lot of things I saw, just trying to learn shapes and things like that. So this was some images I saw at my parents' in my dad's back garden. My dog Bandit, who I had only had, 4 months, I think. So he was still a pup at this point, just about a little over a year old. So I found this mosquito eater on my back porch, and I decided to write down information about them, and I found something that there's such a thing called zombie cranes. Let's see here, a shoe and a tree that belonged to my dad. I am not someone with a green thumb, though I am getting slightly better, I think. This was out at my brother's. It's a sheep stall. My lines are solid, but definitely not straight. I tried to capture a bird that was flying. Garage sale that I was bored at. A couple of my brother's sheep. A plant that I saw while I was waiting at a location that I was trying to get help with getting a job, called Voc Rehab. So yeah, my wonderful scenery, yeah, I saw a praying mantis and decided to draw one, and I found an image and stuck it in there as well, and then again wrote down information about praying mantis. Another wonderful scenery, although I do have to say I like how I did the bark. It looks pretty cool. Starbucks, a coffee I don't actually like to drink. Found a pupa that I tried to resurrect. I guess you could say it didn't make it. A ladybug that was in my house and I thought it was dead, so I was taking it outside and turned out it was still barely alive. A lamp desk that I got that unfortunately just wasn't bright enough. This was done with watercolor, and I tried a little bit of the salt technique. So I did it on watercolor paper and then taped that paper into the book. I just tipped it in, I think is the term. Some lamps that I tried drawing. A wonderful butterfly my nieces asked me to draw. A couple of my brother's lambs. I got to watch them be born with the rest of my family. It's a pretty cool experience. A rooster that I really didn't draw very well. It was colorful. A picture I found in a magazine that I tried to recreate with watercolor. Another magazine image. Now at this point in time, my my colored pencil selection, and probably actually my watercolor selection, was very minimal. I had these pencils right here. They're, I think it was EK colored pencils, memory pencils. I want to say they were like with the scrapbooking supplies or something like that. I don't know why, to be honest, but I had 3 packs of those that came in earth colors and then to like a bright color and something else. And I actually still have this watercolor set right there. Oh, and I will note, even back then I knew I needed to work on my proportions. And if I'm not mistaken, my spelling. Yeah. This Lucky Cat bank statue thing I still have in my room, which is very Oriental inspired and also steampunk inspired. A chair that you would not sit in because of the way it's proportioned. One of my old phones, and at this point in time I was doing Everyday Matters challenges, or EDM for short. Actually, I really liked that phone. Yes, I know, bad smoking. This was a sticker and another Everyday Matters challenge to draw an herb or spice. A water bottle that I drew, I'm guessing, on this page. Oh, paper's coming out. And then cut it out and then glued it over something that I apparently messed up on. Probably another water bottle, but I don't see anything there, so who knows. Sea salt grinder, something green was the challenge. And remember, I said I didn't have a lot of colors, so getting these different color values wasn't happening, so I just worked with shading and whatnot with the color I had. This was a childhood toy. I still have Bubbles. I got him when I was a baby for going potty for the first time by myself, or as a big kid, I should say. Somehow it got stuck in a toy and lost its tail and most of its mane. I've actually been very, very slowly working on rerouting it. I've repainted it to try and cover up some of the splotchiness and given it a new tail. I just don't have the right tool for the mane yet, so I don't know. Someday it'll happen. An old Nintendo DS, a broken thermometer, another sticker that I tried to recreate. For some reason, I drew the top of a coffee machine. Okay, so I was trying to design a dress, and I really didn't draw people at this point in time at all. I still struggle big time with like hands and things like that, but my people at least have wrists and more proportioned bodies. Her elbow's way up here. I love it. Oh, that's great. Yeah, moving on. Sorry, that was a bridge at the park. One whole page for a pine cone. See, now I would, as a person doing, you know, some sketch, some draw, full line, or full images, I guess, I would have put these two images on one page instead of two. It's another challenge, something with wings. I really like both of them, but this one I really like. A little chibi snail boy. Another version. A sake set. This came from an image in a magazine, as did this one. A little better on the perspective. Getting there. So, I'm not much of a drinker, which is why it's kind of ironic, I guess you could say, that I collect shot glasses. But I only collect shot glasses of places I have been to. So, like, I went to the Tulsa Zoo with my brother when he lived in Oklahoma. And I do have, I guess, a couple shot glasses that were given to me as gifts. So, let's see here. I was a part of a car, so I drew the side mirror showing inside to the back seat. A better chair. I even wrote down the colors of the chair, and I also wrote that it looks like a chair that can actually be sat on. A bird feeder at my mom and dad's yard. My foot's actually not that bad, really. A couple hens. One of Bandit's squeaker toys. He still has this. It's been sewn together a couple of times, but yeah. Oh, I had to do a sleep study at the hospital to determine that I have sleep apnea. And I wasn't tired yet, so I drew the bed. And I also drew my shoe. Actually really happy with how that turned out, considering my skill level back then. Probably wouldn't look too much better now. Some eyes that I drew. And lips. This one is the only one it looks like that was drawn from a picture. The rest would have just been me messing about. Don't really remember why I decided to draw this, but I've always liked images kind of like this, where there's just like a focal point, like the two people, and then some craziness around it, and apparently a minion. A chicken leg, no reference. I was bored and couldn't think of anything else to draw, apparently. I didn't date it, but I know I drew it the same day I drew this, which was December 10th of 2012. Because I was still bored. A tattoo idea that I made up for my sister-in-law. It's a mix-up of a turtle being her favorite animal. She really liked the tribal look. She was graduating college, which now she's in the process of getting her doctorate. And then my nephews, her two kids, Tyler, whose initials are RTWES. We call him Tyler. And he was born on a sunny day. And my nephew Micah, whose initials are MOJS, and he was born on a rainy day. She did end up going a different route, but this was one of the first concept ideas that I'd shown her. And then this picture, I do remember I was trying to draw a gargoyle at first. And it quickly became non-gargoyle looking, so I just changed it up and went with it and decided to draw a very special person holding a chain leash, apparently, to this being, we'll call it. So, in case you're wondering, this journal or sketchbook, along with another one that I'll show you on another day, is a Pentalic. I honestly don't know too much about it, who made it, what company it belongs to. Actually, I should do some research, because I did like these. It came with a pocket. I always liked the idea of having a pocket, but honestly, I've never put anything in the pockets. So anyways, as you can see, this elastic has definitely lost a lot of elasticity. But other than that, this journal or book has held up really well. So if you ever see a Pentalic, do know that they're good books. Anyways, I hope that you all have a wonderfully blessed day, and thank you so much for stopping by.